This is all about the customer service learning. To start with, it's a formal course. It's City and Guilds certified. There's a certificate at the end of it. You have to do a formal test at the end of all the learning. It's a handwritten test. Your English skills are not being tested, so don't worry about your literacy. Providing you can make yourself understood, that's fine. They are marked by City and Guilds themselves, so just make sure that, it can be read. It doesn't have to be spelt out. All you need to do is demonstrate that you understand these topics. The other thing is, if you're interested in the customer service test, I have to give them 3 weeks notice to book the exam. So, and which I have to register for you, have to order the paper. The exam is taken on a very specific day because it's paper based. The exam papers arrive on that day at that time. You have to sit the exam. There's no flexibility day or time wise. Sit the exam and the papers go back to City and Guilds on that day. So be mindful that if you want to do customer service, you have to attend the exam on a specified day. That's not flexible. Unlike the learning. The learning is very flexible, and actually there is not an awful lot of learning to get you through. The other thing about the exam, I need to point out that everybody passes it, because the pass rate for customer service is 57%. So if you get more answers right than wrong, you'll pass, which most people do. You can, if you get 85% in your exam, you can also get a distinct pass, a first class pass they put on your certificate. It's in tiny writing, but you can get a first class pass, but everybody passes. Okay. So it's very easy. I suppose one of the reasons it's so easy is because we're all customers. So you can guess at the answers to these questions, and for the most part, you'll be right. Okay. But there are some technical areas that you will need to learn. Now, onto the learning itself. Once you're registered and your exam's booked and you know when that's going to be, you've got yourself a target day for when to achieve or to get yourself ready for. Now, the learning is just online, and here it is. We're looking at it now. Just an explanation about the learning. The learning is not linear like a lot of the programs, i.e. it doesn't start at the beginning and work towards the end, following a fixed route. This is a scattergun approach, and you learn what it is that you need to learn by clicking on the different links. But I will give you some guidance as to what you'll be tested on, because not all of this is going to be in the test, but some of it will be. And if you click on finding out here, you'll see there's 5 key topics: delivering types of customers, different types of customers and their needs. So there are different types of customers, which you'll learn about and you will definitely be questioned on. The value of good communication skills, how to deliver good customer service, confidentiality and good customer service will definitely be questioned. So if you don't know about confidentiality, learn about it here. Dealing with questions, problems and complaints. So this is responding to difficult customers. These are the 5 topics that you will be tested on. And here on the finding out section, you can work your way through each of these sections. The whole of this learning, the guided learning time for the whole of this learning is 90 minutes, an hour and a half. So with 3 weeks lead time, you've got plenty of time to do this. But don't leave it till the last minute, because what I suggest you do is do it as soon as you can, work through the topics, and then just before the exam, you can go back over because you might feel a bit rusty. These are the topics here, and then on the learning check itself, if you click the learning check, you'll be tested on those 5 topics, and if you can pass these 5 tests, you'll pass the exam. And if there's any of these that you don't pass on, just click back on finding out. So that's where the content is that you need to get down pat. Of course, when you're on the home page, you can learn a little bit more about optional topics if you've got enough time. Once you've done the exam and the exams have been ticked off, this learning needs to be ticked off to claim your exam. You'll obviously still have to write down your attendance and do your reviews as normal, and do an exit review at the end. Then it's just a waiting game. The exam certificates are coming through quite quickly, actually, from City and Guilds. So if they go off on the day of your exam, you can expect your certificate within about 2 weeks of the exam. That's all there is to customer service.